everyone, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where today it is time for the final Postmoogle quest. Yes, the very last one. We're finally at the end of the Postmoogle, and I'm so sad about it. I love the Postmoogle quests. Dang it. Oh, this is so tragic. The Deputy Postmoogle would entrust us with a missive to a certain seed seer. Oh, now that's a reward. Well, if it isn't my favorite whipping girl, my most promising pupil. You couldn't have picked a better time to pay a visit, Kupo. Two of my Postmoogles in training are set to embark on their first assignment. While they have completed a thorough training session administered by yours truly, the sensitive and sympathetic superior, that's me, is ever concerned for his subordinate's safety. I have here in my paws a veritable compendium of choice counsel for the aspiring Postmoogle. Your task is to deliver to Rhea Osena, in whose custody my subordinates have been placed, at Camp Tranquil. Consider the next stage in your own training, Kupo. Alright then, let's head on to Camp Tranquil to meet up with Rhea Osena. Alright, Rhea Osena, I have a letter for you from the Deputy Postmoogle for two Postmoogles in training. You always have two Moogles hanging out with you. Did they get conscripted? Is that what happened here? Is that what has occurred in this place at this time? Okay. Nope, nothing quest related from you two. Whatever is keeping that Deputy Postmoogle, he promised he'd drop by to offer some parting words of advice to his newest recruits, but he's taken so long that they've already floated off. You have something for me? Yeah, I have that very letter you're waiting for. Be wary of low-hanging branches and remember to keep a wide berth of any Gubumas. I say, could this choice counsel be any more blindingly obvious? That said, I cannot fault the Deputy Postmoogle for showing concern for his subordinates. After all, it was his own injury that pressed the two Tyros into active service so far ahead of schedule. Sadly, I fear it will be some time still before his wings are fit for duty. Alrune believes he has insight as to how a suitable remedy might be formulated, but the process will require the services of a first-rate alchemist. Meanwhile, I have two wet-behind-the-ears Moogles wandering aimlessly across the realm. I would like nothing more than to see them succeed at their charge, that they might inspire a new generation of aspiring Postmoogles. Yet I have my doubt that they will do so if left to their own devices. I would have accompanied them myself, but I fear my duties as a seed seer leave me little time to play chaperone. Might you be willing to see them safely to their destination in my stead? The first Moogle flew off in the direction of Quarrymill. Though he does not want for enthusiasm, he is easily frightened by unfamiliar sights and sounds. Should you find him in such a state, pray rally his strength and let him know that we stand behind him. Okay, let's go support these new Postmoogles. I can't believe it. They hired new Postmoogles to replace me. How could they? How could they? Truly monstrous. Nope, not there. That is for one of the relic quests that I'm working on. I'm making progress on getting all my relic weapons caught up. I'm almost completely done with the books. I've got just 9 left to go. Alright, where are you? Aha, hello there. I say, this sack must weigh tons. No, I can't do it. I can't fly another ilm. Oh, woe is me, Kupo. Is there not a single kind soul in this realm who will rally this poor Moogle sunken spirits? Alright, lay it on a little more thick, why don't ya? Where is it? There it is. Why, thank you. I dare say you've given me strength to carry on a bit. Wait a moment, I know you. You're the loyal delivery Makote the Deputy Postmoogle is always talking about, Kupo. You came all this way to watch over me. I thank you truly, deeply from the bottom of my little Moogle heart. You are truly a shining example to delivery Moogles everywhere. Oh, to think that one day I might be a full-fledged carrier like you and the Deputy Postmoogle. Why, it would be a dream come true, Kupo. But how can I hope to reach such heights by staying here fluttering in circles? No, I must deliver this letter safely to Buscaron, just as the Deputy Postmoogle instructed me. And let me just state for the record that no matter what Rhea O might have told you, I am not intimidated by this task. Not in the slightest. Well, off I go, Kupo. Wait, if your letter was for Buscaron, you could have taken a far more direct path. Alright, let's chase him down. before they get themselves into more trouble, or more fear, I guess. There you are. I'm not scared, Kupo. It's just that I've never been this far from home. You see? And what if Buscaron doesn't like Moogles? Friend, might you be able to offer any words of cheer? Yes, I can do that. You've got this. Buscaron's a very nice guy. Yes, that is exactly what I needed to hear. You're exactly right. Why, I can do anything I put my palm to, Kupo. Perhaps you're wondering why one as fearful and faltering as myself doesn't just leave the stressful life of a carrier behind. But you see, what I truly wish is to leave behind is my own miserable lack of courage. I remember the day like it was yesterday. My dear brother lay wounded, struck in the wing by a particularly savage stroper, and yet I could do nothing but quake and quiver beside him. It was the deputy Postmoogle who, much to our fortune, was in the vicinity on a delivery assignment, who carried my brother to Camp Tranquil, where Arun tended to his injuries. Today is our turn. We shall do our duty and help the Postmoogle in his time of need, just as he did for us. After all you have done for me, it would mean ever so much if you would drop by to witness a moment. I will await you at Buscaron's druthers, Kupo. Alright. A big moment, your first delivery. Let's go celebrate. Let's go watch it happen and celebrate. Alright, into the bar we go. Alright, Postmoogle. Best of luck. I've made it. Aren't you proud of me, Kupo? Now behold, as I deliver this letter straight from my paws to Buscaron's while remaining stealthily out of sight, just as the Deputy Postmoogle showed me. Bloody hell, if it isn't a Moogle in the flesh! Talk about something you don't see every day. Oh no, Kupo! In my eagerness, I've gone and blown my cover! The Deputy Postmoogle will never let me hear the end of it. So you Moogles like to stay out of sight when you make your deliveries, eh? No wonder letters have a habit of appearing out of thin air. Sounds like a right thankless job, but you have my gratitude today. Did you hear that? Mr. Buscaron gave me his gratitude. Why, this just might be the happiest day of my life, Kupo. Since you've proven yourself the capable sort, maybe you could do me a favor. I have a letter here marked for Baderon and Limbs and Lominsa that somehow has found its way here to the Druthers. Oh dear me, this is doubtless the work of my confident yet careless brother. The two of us, you see, have taken over deliveries here in the Shroud while the Deputy Postmoogle rests his wounded wings. Oh, pray forgive us our failings, Kupo. New to the job, eh? You needn't go flogging yourselves now. Baderon and I, well, our names and professions do bear more than a passing resemblance after all. Besides, I dare say that having the chance to meet my first Moogle is worth an errant letter or two. That said, it troubles me to hear that this associate of yours, the Deputy Postmoogle was it, has come to harm. Might there be anything I could do to lend a hand? Well, we need an alchemist to make a medicine for him. I see. You just leave that to me, friend. If memory serves, one of my regulars is something of an expert in such matters. As for Baderon's letter, have no fear. My brother and I will atone for our errors and see it delivered to the right hands. That said, for all of my brother's bravado, I suspect that deep down he too feels a measure of anxiety about his first foray outside the Shroud. Might you be so kind as to escort him as you did me? It would mean the realm to me, Kupo. We agreed to meet at the Gridania airship landing. I'll pass this letter along to him and wait for you to join us. Okay, we got medicine coming for the Deputy Postmoogle. Let's go. Now then, on to the airship landing. Hello there, Postmoogle friends. We ready to make our delivery? Oh, there you are. Not a moment too soon. I had my paws full convincing my brother to delay his departure, Kupo. And hello there, friend. So you're the Deputy Postmoogle's prize pupil, eh? Didn't he teach you anything about punctuality, Kupo? Listen, I teleported here as fast as I could. I don't know what my little brother told you, but I've trained my whole life for this. This might be my first time out of the Shroud, but if anyone's up to the task, it's me, Kupo. But please, brother, if you got yourself hurt again, I simply couldn't live with myself. Pray let this adventure accompany you, just for safety's sake, Kupo. Ever the worrywart. Look, just because you can't fly more than 2 foam slug in the quivers doesn't mean that your brother is in need of a chaperone. That's what you said last time when you almost got yourself swallowed by that slavering stroper. Why, if the Deputy Postmoogle hadn't wandered by at that precise moment. That was then, this is now, Kupo. I put on 2 pounds of the pure muscle and I poured over every map of Eorzea to prepare myself for this task. The last thing I need is some glorified sellsword holding my paw. Now enough chit-chat, I have an airship to board. If you want to see how a real delivery Moogle does his duty, feel free to tag along. Or don't, it's your loss, not mine, Kupo. Confident, jeez! Alright then, let's fly on over to Limsa. Though honestly, it's sounding less like confidence and more like arrogance. So this is Limsa no Minsa. Everything here is so big and boisterous, and the smell of the sea is sending needles up my nose. Nervous? Me? Patently preposterous, Kupo. I was born for this assignment. Did you not notice the aplomb with which I handled my maiden airship voyage? Oopo! But no, a Buccaneer's Den like this is no place for the ordinary Moogle. With the Deputy Postmoogle out of commission, the people of Limsa are lucky indeed that I'm here to shoulder the slack. Speaking of which, I believe I have a letter to deliver. If you care to learn a thing or two, come join me at the Drowning Wedge. But you'll want to move fast, I'm a busy Moogle, Kupo. Arrogant, arrogant, arrogance. And also pretending not to be airsick. Alright, hello there, Postmoogle. Make your delivery. Show me how it's done. What took you so long? Took a wrong turn at the Octant? Good thing I'm the one in charge of this assignment. Why haven't I delivered the letter yet? Well, it's not because I'm scared of that burly bearded gentleman over there, that's for certain. I just wanted to give you a chance to witness mastery in motion. Now watch me deliver this letter all discreet like Kupo. Pucker me with a broadsword. Which one of you snivel and stop set your wind-up Moogle loose in my establishment? Wind-up? Are you blind or just balmy? I'm a living, breathing Moogle, not some glorified child's toy. Oops, there goes my cover. Are me eyes and ears to be believed? God's honest Moogle here in the wench. A letter? I thank you, my furry little friend, but strap me to the mast if this ain't a rare pleasure indeed. I've heard many a rumor about your kind, but I always reckoned you weren't too keen on letting yourselves be seen. But of course, I simply thought that on this momentous occasion, my first foray to your fine nation, I would take the opportunity to personally introduce myself. I'm sure that's what the Deputy Postmoogle, bless his wounded wings, would have wanted. What's that you say? One of your mates is Erin, is he? Men in my line of work tend to know a little something about everything. If there's anything you might need of me, say the word. Well, I think we have an alchemist, but what we need is medicine, I guess. Medicine for the wings. I reckon one of me regulars just might know a thing or two about that sort of business. I'll send word if I dig anything up. And with that, I'd best get back to pouring grog over before one of me customers conks you in the head with an empty flagon. See, I told you there was nothing to be afraid of. Exploring new environs, forging friendship with the locals. Yes, the carrier's life is the life for me, Kupo. But what I've accomplished today will have even more far-reaching repercussions. Yes, once my fellow Moogles back in the Shroud hear of my stunning success, they'll be beating down our doors to join the Postmoogle ranks. And since you've been such a loyal observer, I'll give you the honor of reporting my deeds to Rhea O. Oh, if only the Deputy Postmoogle were here. Doubtless he would be moved to tears by my magnanimity. Speaking of which, I really should pay him a visit. Alright then. I will let that one pretend that he didn't need me here for moral support. Let's head back to Camp Tranquil, and it looks like it is time to finally finish the Postmoogle quests for good. Tragic. Oh, so tragic. God. I'm so sad they never continued these into future expansions. Because they really are so much fun. Now hold on a moment here. Hold on a moment here. Wait, hold on. I just read the quest description, or the quest objective. Sanctum of the 12th? Rhea? Rhea? You know what? It's fine. Off to East Shroud then. I should have actually checked my destination, but okay, interesting indeed. Now, I know for a fact that there's no possible way she could beat me to the Sanctum of the 12. After all, I just saw her there, and I just teleported to the closest aetheryte, and now I'm flying directly to the Sanctum. There is no possible way she can beat me here. Nope, I will arrive here, and she will not be here yet. Definitely not. It appears Rhea Osena has found a way to clone herself. That's terrifying. Oh, there you are. I assumed you got gobbled up by a Gubu or something, so I went ahead and shared my success with Rhea O myself. Don't get down, though. I'm sure she'd love to hear about my exceptional exploits from you, too, Kupo. Oh, thank you, friend. I shudder to think what trouble my brother might have gotten tangled up in if it hadn't been for you, Kupo. So Rhea, they both went ahead and revealed themselves to the recipients of their letters. They fucked up. Pretty sure they're not supposed to do that. Welcome back. I hear that these two's first assignment was quite a success, and that you played a pivotal role in seeing that it was so. For this, I thank you. I must offer my gratitude as well. Knowing that the two younglings were in capable hands allowed me to focus my mind on the Deputy Postmoogle's treatment, with which I have made considerable progress. At first, the mere thought of an adventurer accompanying me on my assignment annoyed me to no end, but now I say the more the merrier. Kupo? And with word of your success spreading throughout the 12's Wood, aspiring delivery Moogles are signing up in droves. Why, the ranks have burgeoned such that we can assign 2 Moogles to each task if we so chose. And judging by recent events, that might very well be wise. Heartening tidings indeed. I dare say that the Deputy Postmoogle may rest and recuperate for as long as he desires. Why, I might even suggest an early retirement. Retirement? Gods forbid, I'm still a Postmoogle in my prime, Kupo. The mere thought of hanging up my letter sack for good. Why, wherever would I derive pleasure and meaning from my meager existence? I must assuredly agree, Kupo. The sheer joy of seeing satisfied faces after a job well done instilled me with newfound energy and enthusiasm. After all my superior has done for me, I could not bear to see him deprived of this most splendid sensation. Intriguing. Thus far, I have concentrated my efforts on physical remedies, but perhaps lightening the Postmoogle's spirits might serve to speed the recovery process. At the very least, it's an avenue worth exploring. You just may be onto something there, dear brother. So I can resume my duties once I've healed? No more talk of putting me out to pasture, Kupo? If that is your true desire, how can we deny it of you? I only ask that you take care not to overexert yourself. By the 12, to think I'd ever see a Moogle who truly lives for his work. And with all the younglings eager to follow in his footsteps, we should be able to manage without imposing on adventurers for a while. Just leave it to us. My brother and I understand the significance and satisfaction of our job now more than ever. We won't let you down, Kupo. Now that's the spirit, Kupo, and it's all thanks to you, my artful assist. No, you have proved to be far more than just a helping hand. You have earned the respect of the young ones and mine as well. Satora Lancy, by the powers vested in me as Deputy Postmoogle, I hereby name you a full-fledged letter carrier. The honor is typically reserved for Moogles, but I am happy to make an exception in your case, Kupo. While I would love to give you your next assignment, the young ones are in a more immediate need of training. But don't let your skills wane, for there is no telling when we will call on you again, Kupo. And sadly, they never call on us again. A tragedy! But hey, finishing off at a good, even, solid level 25. Well, I guess not even, around level 25. In recognition of our efforts, the Deputy Postmoogle has promoted us to the rank of full-fledged letter carrier. Though it may be some time before our next assignment, be ever ready to return to duty should the Moogles require our aid. And that's all. I will be forever exceedingly sad that they never continued it. But that is another side story done. Oh, it feels really sad to be finishing things up. Just completely finishing things up. We've done the last dungeon. We've done the last Postmoogle quest. We've done the last Hildebrand quest. Like, we're coming up on the end of A Realm Reborn. We're almost there. Next time on Final Fantasy XIV, though, I think we're going to be checking in one more time on our squadrons. So I will see everyone next time for that.